Well, back on February 9th, the Lakers shocked everyone by signing Kobe Bufkin. Signing Bufkin over a free agent, a bio market player, somebody on the open market, or waiting for a player to be bought out. They went that route, and up until this point, it's clearly not worked out for them. I mean, since then, he's played 29 total minutes.
Yes,
29. 24 of which came in one singular game. A game in which the Lakers pretty much rested their somebody. Who should they waive? Who could they waive without any kind of financial trouble to come with it? And then who could they sign off the bio market, or somebody that still might be bought out before that March 1st playoff eligibility deadline? We're going to talk about that, who they might waive or who they should waive, and if it would be a worthwhile opportunity for them to make, or if they should simply do nothing and kind of chalk it up to this team is not going to go anywhere. We're going to talk about that and try to break it all down here. So to begin, I think it's simply worth talking about, is it worth it? And in my opinion, yes, it should be. No, this team might not be a top-tier championship contender, not a top-tier championship threat. But if you're trying to make this team better, which you definitely should be if you're the Lakers front office, after all, that's kind of their job here, then you should be evaluating every single option, and this does happen to be an option. And well, the second part to that is, would anyone on the open market or the bio market make their team better?
Probably not.
And to that, I would still say probably yes.
They can't waive a two-way contract.
They have plenty of holes left in their team, and it doesn't take that much. It would be a bit frustrating to waive a former first-round draft pick and a guy that does have some guaranteed money for next season, but I probably would do that in the goal of making the best possible version of this team and still maintaining their front court depth with Maxaba. So let's say they do that and waive Ton Connect, stretch his contract, and then have an open spot on their team. Who should they look to fill it with? Well, at this point, there's not much left on the open market. Maybe a guy like Lono Ball, but I don't see that one being a great option. Maybe if he would get back to his pre-injury self, but I'm not very confident in that. I mean, maybe from purely a defensive standpoint, that would be an upgrade, but from an offensive and efficiency standpoint, not much like there with Lonzo Ball. So, apart from that, I think we'd have to hope for the bio market. And there still could be two players that might get bought out before or on March 1st. One of which being Khris Middleton. According to a new report, he's been given the decision to either take a buyout or stay with the Dallas Mavericks. This coming from Mark Stein. So, if he would get bought out, would it be worth replacing Dalton Connect with Khris Middleton? In my opinion, it probably would be. No, he's obviously not prime Khris Middleton anymore. Not an elite 3D wing, an elite two-way wing. But then again, even now he is better than Dolan Connect and has actually been playing pretty well lately, having a 25-point and an 18-point game in literally the last week alone now. Not only that, but has become more efficient since being traded to Dallas. You know, I wouldn't doubt if he would stay with them, but if he would take a contract buyout, then want to join a team like the LA Lakers after, I would be open to it again if they would waive somebody first. So that would be number one to point to adding a guy like Khris Middleton, who is currently averaging about 11 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, and shooting a somewhat decent 34% from the three-point line, which again has been better since the trade. That would be option number one that still might hit the bio market. An intriguing option and more of a veteran option, but an option nonetheless that is better than the current open market. But apart from Khris Middleton, another potential bio market candidate that has not hit the open market yet could be Matisse Thybulle. And yes, he does happen to be playing again. You know, some question if he would ever come back this season, if he'd ever get healthy again, but that does in fact happen to be the case, playing in a few games over the past week and actually has looked pretty good in them throughout the 3 games he's played, averaging roughly 7 points per game and only about 12 minutes per game, grabbing a few steals here and there, knocking down a 3-point shot in every game that he's played of the 3. All around looking like his old self and a guy that actually could help a team if he would hit the open market, which is definitely still a possibility. After all, Portland does have a 2-way contract that's played pretty well this season that is about to run out of 2-way eligibility. That player being Caleb Love. So, if they want to elevate him and have an easier time retaining him next season, they do have to waive somebody from their 15-man roster. And at this point, after waiving Ray and Rort and replacing him with Sidia Sissoko, there's probably not many options left. So, the best one or the most logical one might be Matisse style. Under an expiring contract and not a guy that has a long-term outlook with their team, I wouldn't doubt if he would get bought out yet. And if you'd want to play for a more true contender, a team that's currently in the playoff hunt, a team that would have a spot to offer him, not only this season, but going forward as well, the Lakers could be an option here. I would definitely be open to it. I would definitely even rush to it in a heartbeat. I would waive either Connect, Bufkin, Kleba if getting Matisse sell again. He's healthy or at least back on the court and is showing that he can still be an effective 3D option knocking down 3-point shots, playing good defense. I mean, he would probably immediately become their best swing defender after Jared Vanderbilt. I think he would become a 15 to 20 minute per game rotation option for their team and a guy that would be playable come playoff time. Yes, I definitely would have interest. In fact, I would have the most interest in him of any realistic potential bio candidate left. I mean, it's really a no-brainer in my opinion. At that point, if you don't go after Matisse Sell, if he would hit the open market, you don't care about improving this team. Yes, I think they should prioritize their team going forward, their future of their team around Luka. But if they're trying to actually give this team more of a chance to win a playoff series and actually making it a more complete team, they go after Matisse Thybulle, they waive somebody like Kobe Buffkin, Dalton Connect, or Maxiba to do it, and they replace them with Matisse Thybulle. Really a no-brainer in my opinion. I mean, if you're trying to add a 3-and-wing, a guy that's actually playable come playoff time, then you simply can't bypass Matisse Thybulle. Yes, there might be competition, but I think they could probably talk him into it given that their team doesn't have a long-term 3-and-D wing, something that they definitely need more of and need beside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. I think they might be able to talk him into it. Having a current playoff team, a team that's currently a top 6 seed will make the playoffs if not for absolute collapse, with which I don't think will happen. Then the future of their team and the outlook with that, even the role with his current team and the minutes that he would get, more minutes and more playing time, and even a postseason run, albeit maybe a brief one, I think they could talk him into it. I think they'd be a great fit for him. I think he would offer them something that they don't currently have right now. So yes, I think it would be worth it. I think they would be dumb to not even think about it if he would hit the open market, which is still a very real possibility. Again, if Portland wants to retain Caleb Love, if they want to elevate Caleb Love and have an easier time retaining him, then they have to waive somebody for him. And in my opinion, their most logical player to waive does happen to be Matisse Thybulle. But those are only my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. How do you feel about the Lakers officially having enough saber in space to waive somebody, then replace them with a potential buyout market candidate, or somebody simply on the open market? How do you feel about that? Would you do it? Would you not do it? What do you think Lakers ultimately will do? And how would you kind of go through this? And what would ultimately be your choice? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. And if you enjoyed the video, then I would greatly appreciate it if you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.